A little bit ago, I made a video about plagiarism. A website had taken my script straight from a video of mine and used it to get views. I was a little annoyed that they did this. A little bit later, another website used a different video script of mine for their benefit, but this time, I let it go. As you grow on YouTube, you tend to find that there are people out there who will use your work to get ahead. Maybe they don't have the same writing ability or just know how easy it is to ride on the tail of someone else. Regardless as to why they do it, they must know how scummy this is. Using someone else to get ahead? Sadly enough, that's how a lot of industries work. News networks, media, car manufacturers, and especially YouTube. I always hate seeing these exposed videos on big YouTubers just so these little guys can get a second of glory. It's pathetic. That being said, this is something that started happening to me. So let me explain what happened. If you watch my Console Peasant Quote series, you may recognize this name, JaytechTv. He appears every so often and I've related him to Jaden Smith. This guy seems to be intentionally ignorant in that he won't bring himself to research anything. Despite that, he's always been nothing more than just another quote. It wasn't until recently that I found out Jaytech has been trying to write off myself and a few other YouTubers.
Wait, Barry. Are you talking about Jaytech?
Yeah, 1 second, I wasn't done.
I can wait.
The hell?
Anyways, do you know what a gamer is? Good, because you're probably wrong. That is, of course, according to Jaytech. Do you make YouTube videos but don't show much gameplay or no gameplay at all? You're not a gamer. Do you not pre-order and buy every single PC, PlayStation, or Nintendo exclusive? Then you are also not a gamer. These are the qualifications to being a gamer in accordance to Jaytech. If you are wondering how this retarded belief can even be formed, well, I'm afraid that not even I have an answer for that. Jay has become an authoritative figure in his eyes, deciding who can and can't be a gamer based on his own principles. But by the rules he set himself, then Jay must not be a gamer either. Does he truly own each and every PlayStation exclusive? Is he there day one, on time, with his money to buy the game or even put down cash ahead of time? If not, then by his own law, he is a criminal. And what's more, Jay, telling people they are frauds or declaring them non-gamers because their videos are not only gameplay, then you yourself are a fraud and not a gamer. What are these garbage videos where you spend time calling PC gamers beggars? This doesn't look like gameplay. Oh, how quick we are to be hypocritical, are we not, Jay?
Fritanga, can you butt out for a second? I'm not making a drama video here. Speaking of hypocritical though, there were a few things that I was about to say. One of the things Jaytech has commented about on multiple occasions is how PC gamers are beggars, always crying about how they never get the amazing exclusives that consoles have. How interesting is it, Jay, that I tend to see you doing the exact same thing? As much as I hate to admit it, Fritanga has a point here. Wasn't it even you, Fritanga, whom he claimed was only on YouTube to grab at views, making videos on him to boost your subscriber count?
What you're telling me is me scrolling up and down your videos, one being from Solid Rev and other YouTubers. You're making these videos to get views.
Well, interestingly enough, this is yet another thing Jaytech has been caught doing. See, the thing that he got so upset at Fritanga about was using the names of bigger YouTubers to get ahead, using names like JonTron, Review Tech USA, and even Jaytech himself. But Jay excluded himself from this, acting as though he was a noble YouTuber, all the while using PC Master Race, PC, Top Hats and Champagne, Rags, and Bullet Berry in his video tags, regardless as to whether or not those things had anything to do with the video at all. Now, why on earth would you do that, Jay? What, you just happen to like the name Bulletberry? I know for a fact you don't like the name Rags, so what reason would you have to put those names in your tags? Wait, you wouldn't be using them to get views, would you? Now, I know what you're thinking. Barry, this still seems like a small deal, but there was a time on YouTube where tag abuse was a huge no-no. Small YouTubers would use big names to get their videos noticed, and it worked. It was something that got abused so much that channels could and would be taken down for it. However, with updates to YouTube's algorithm, tags no longer affect search results as much as they used to. They're actually almost worthless. Leave it to Jay to do everything in the dumbest possible way. Once I noticed his tags on those videos, however, I sent him a tweet telling him to remove them. It was kind of funny to see what happened to his view count when he actually did. By the way, Jay, that was a really good boy taking those tags out. Thanks, man.
Oh, believe me, Barry, Jay is a good boy. A very, very good boy indeed. In fact, did you know he has done a lot for the gaming community by his own admission?
But you don't know how many gamers I've actually helped out on YouTube
Well, Jay, do tell, what have you done? Is it perhaps the constant separation of PlayStation gamers from every other gamer that you have created? Is it the countless taunts you spam to people on Twitter about how they don't get to play PlayStation 4 games? Or is it how you desperately cling onto those exclusive games and don't want a single gamer outside of the PlayStation community to have access to them? What good is this, Jay? This is segregation. Not wanting other gamers to play your games because of platform difference is not helping the community. Wanting to form a cult like the PlayStation Legion speaks volumes about your intent. It's not to inform gamers. It's not to bring them together. It's not to see what others think. No. It's about separating PlayStation gamers from the rest. This cultist mentality is contagious and can spread to feeble minds. Jay, you are not good for the community. You are not good for the industry. You are the complete opposite of what you think.
They don't understand that this is exclusive. The PC version of Destiny 2 will be delayed. It's coming out after the console release. That is good news because Activision won't be confused about where their real fans are. You know, a lot of PC fans aren't even correcting the Xbox community about what an exclusive is and what an exclusive isn't. So I am here to help both parties. Look, we have tons of exclusives, lots of different iconic PlayStation mascots. And I'm going to buy day one. I'm going to show support because it clearly seems like the PC gamers didn't show that much support that they would just keep it there. Whether it goes to PC or not, this is just stupid. You know, this is why we call them port beggars, because even before you get the confirmation from Bungie what systems this game is going to be on, you're already begging for it. If you have a Twitter page, make sure you're proud of your exclusives. Show everybody what current exclusives you own or are playing.
Oh god, I knew. I even said to myself, Barry, if you make a video with Fritanga, it'll be a drama video. Regardless, JaytechTv is still nothing more than a reoccurring console peasant quote. I've never watched his videos, and I never will. Even hate subbing isn't worth anyone's time. I always figured people like this were trolls. I never would have actually believed people could be this ignorant. Then again, people are getting dumber and dumber each year. Come on, Fritanga, let's get out of here. I'm tired of all this drama.
Alright, but you're driving.
Did you hear that Undertale's coming to PS4?
Yes, I did.
Pretty cool, huh? Wonder what Jaytech would think about that.
Undertale's is not on the PS4 because Sony hasn't even come to the developer of Undertale and asked him if he could put the game on their system.
They don't want that fucking garbage.